Join in, message us on 07533 916 640.
Do you know what? I can't control these guys. It's terrible.
There's no such thing as controlling chaos.
Hence the name Chaotic Angels, I suppose. You're living up to your name. Hi guys, how are you doing?
Right, so what we got today, we have the National President, Spectre, we have our Road Captain, Jukebox, and we have Sergeant at Arms, Fang.
What does Sergeant at Arms means? Now, this is my ignorance, so apologies.
I have to make sure they behave themselves.
That's really right coming from him, isn't it? Let's face it.
In theory.
Yeah.
That's theory.
As long as we stay below you, or what you do, then we're fine.
Yeah, you just
because you're the worst. You're the worst.
In theory. I set the standard, and as long as you're above that, you're all right. That's quite easy.
I could see you picked him on purpose. Because you can always be one.
It was the only position that was left.
Right, so guys, you've got a lot to tell us.
Yeah. We've been busy.
We haven't said anything about Friday. We just said we'd leave it to you to say.
Friday was an absolute shock. I knew nothing about Friday. I don't know if you guys knew about Friday.
No.
But basically,
carry on.
So basically, I got told that I needed to take the day off to take my son to an appointment. And I booked the day off to do that. And then at 5:30 in the morning, my missus was kicking my bed going, "We need to go." And I was like, "Why?" And she said, put your bike stuff on. There's a rough sleep in Hampson Park. So I went, "Okay, we'll go and help." Jumped on the bike, rode there, and all of these lot were there. Yeah. And I was like, "What's going on?" And then there was cameras and all sorts. And turned out that we won the Good Morning Britain Million Minutes campaign for our work in the community.
And you do fantastic work in the community.
Yeah,
I mean, you're great at actually putting things up on social media as well. But you know, there's just so many different things you do. That's one of the things that I find great about the Chaotic Angels. It's not a lot of charities are very focused, which is fine because that's what their aim is. But you deal with anybody and anyone who has any problems. Anyone who needs a bit of help, and it could be you do work with schools. You do, help single mums. You help the homeless. You help ex-vets. I know that you've done some work with them as well. So you do so much, and it doesn't matter who they are.
Anything and everything, really.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's no criteria.
Fantastic.
No, if we can help, we will. And if we can't, we'll try and point you somewhere where you can get help. But 99.9% of the time, one of us will come and help you.
Yeah.
If not all of us. We try.
That might be a bit scary, everyone turning up.
Because you're trying to get rid of this stereotypical thing that the media, the film companies have put out that bikers are bad.
Yeah.
And it's not. It's actually the complete opposite. You
100%.
might look big and threatening and hairy, but you're not. You're all big teddy bears.
We sound noisy and sometimes it's intimidating, but all bikers, no matter what, or any walk of life, bikers have the biggest hearts. They always have.
Yeah.
And we do things that are close to all of us. We've got people in our clubs that were homeless. We've got people, lots of soldiers. We've got lots of first responders, serving, ex-serving. So helping first responders, mental health is very big because lots of us have been to combat zones and dealt with things in our day-to-day jobs that the average public or people that aren't in those professions don't deal with on a day-to-day basis.
Right, yeah.
And we are our support system. And some people out there don't have that support system. And they don't really know where to reach out. We get the dark sense of humour. We get...
It's very dark sometimes with us.
We get people in their darkest hours. And thankfully, our social media manager at the moment has been focusing on the page, and it's turned into, we've got people now that are reaching out on our social media.
Through the page, yeah.
Through the page, and the community of the page is actually helping and supporting, which is beautiful to see, because people are reaching out going, I've been there, I've been in that dark place, message me. And absolute strangers are connecting with common ground. And they're helping each other, and that's brilliant.
It's fantastic. So congratulations on winning that 1 million minutes.
Yeah, very much.
So what else have you been up to then? So I know you've got loads. Either been up to or you've got planned.
So we've got trying to think. It's been a bit of a whirlwind. I mean,
so much. So much we can talk about, but there's other things that we can't.
Yeah, so
that's
I'll
still in
say
play at the moment.
There's something I know that you're working, and I can't say what, but you're working with Carers in Hearts
Yes.
at the moment.
Yeah.
They put out a request and
Yeah.
help, and all the guys are doing massive
Everyone
amount of
there,
work. It's just unbelievable to see.
Yeah.
So we have a Chaotic Angels WhatsApp group, and I woke up today to 124 messages. It's
Yes.
like, right, you know that one cup of tea you bring me while I'm reading them? Can you bring another one?
yeah, it's blowing up, and the thing that I like the most is Friday. Everyone's heads were really hard with winning a national award for a national campaign. Saturday morning, we were all out at the Food Rescue Hub,
Yeah, that's right.
doing what we
Yeah.
did, supporting the community. In fact, even Friday evening, we took a vulnerable person or a person at risk, a food parcel
Yeah.
on there, so it doesn't stop.
Oh no! You have that one. You have that minute of glory that we had. And they said, right, we've got that. Now we've got to do it.
Yeah, it's amazing to get the award. Don't get me wrong. It's
Everyone
in the
I
club is
couldn't
humble.
go to sleep. It
Oh,
was such a
my
high because
Trev-
I've done a night shift.
Stop hitting the table
Oh,
because
sorry.
the thing
Sorry.
goes off.
The conversations that night between personal
Yeah.
phone calls and
Oh,
things
right.
like that. It's just how much that has been achieved over the last couple of years alone throughout this pandemic.
Because I'm a new.
Is unthinkable. Do you know what I mean? We
Even
never
the
thought
new
we'd get
guys-
this way.
The new guys pulled their weight. Everyone turning up at the food hub, doing things like that, and doing deliveries. Everyone's done it. It's not, the original few.
It's like you say, you do what you can when you can, and it's like I know the ethos is it's family, job, then club.
Yeah.
And as long as you do what you can, you can't be asked to do any more. We all have limited amounts of spare time.
Well, we all in different careers and different professions
Yeah.
that are, and especially in these times, are very demanding on us. So whoever's available, we pick up the slack for
Yeah.
those that aren't,
Yeah.
and it's brotherhood. We all there,
Definitely.
and the banter's as close to the military as I've found in civilian life.
We
and
won't
things
go
like
into
that. No, we won't. Some
Off
things
air, maybe.
are best left unsaid, but it's getting out, and we were there helping Food Rescue Hub. We presented them with a wonderful hamper because Lisa, Bonnie, and Pip and their team is just amazing. And
they do this week in, week out.
they do it,
fantastic.
and they do it all over. They do it all over the county. They've got Welland, Hitchin, and they do it all over. And they always the first to help out. And we'll continue to help them, and they help us because whatever is left over at the Food Rescue Hub, we then go and collect, and then we take it to survivors of domestic abuse. So it helps with their mission of minimising food waste, and it assists us in helping a part of the community that's not getting a lot of help. So we facilitate a lot of what's moving around. There's a lot of moving parts. We've also taken on the project you've mentioned, which we can talk more about it next time because it should be done and dusted by Friday the latest, which is very good considering we had the deadline on the 22nd.
Yeah, we got everything sorted. It didn't really kick off until Monday, did it?
Yeah, we started on Monday. We'll be done.
I started earlier because I did a bit before that.
Yeah, so we started officially with this project on Monday. We'll be done by Friday, and then Saturday we've got Toys for Tots run to a hospice where we're going to be delivering loads of presents and stuff that we've collected and kindly been donated. We've had a lovely lady, Janet Newton, who's made shoebox dollhouses and sanitized them, individually wrapped them, and has donated them for us. And she's supported us all the way down from Surrey. She drives up to donate to us.
Wow.
She's amazing.
Wow.
And that's fantastic. So we've got the Toys for Tots. We've then got loads of other hampers that we planning on delivering out, all before Christmas, which I heard coming in on the radio today is 10 days away.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, that's
The
right.
first thing he said to me this
Getting
morning
close.
was, "It's only 10 days to Christmas now."
It's getting close.
Yeah.
So you don't want to get anything because you've got 10 days to isolate. That's what it was
Just talking about Christmas. So if somebody had an issue on Christmas, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Boxing Day,
one of us would be out.
that was going to be my question.
One of us
Is
would be
that
there.
Well volunteered prospect. No, absolutely. But to be fair, the VP and I will be out on Christmas Eve because we've got some stuff that we need to do on Christmas Eve that we will be going and spreading some Christmas cheer.
Right.
So we will be out, and if someone calls, it's a divert, and we help out. So.
I'm thinking one of the things I was thinking about was about people who are on their own at Christmas, particularly because you know they it must be horrible basically if you've got no family, nobody
It's
else.
not nice being alone any time of the year, but let alone Christmas.
You would
Exactly.
know.
Yeah, you see everyone else around you, family, and that. You know, so do you have any plan? I mean, I don't know. I'm just asking you this question. Do you have any plans to, or if somebody was in need of a bit of help, you've already said you would help.
The club's ethos is, like we said, the family work and club. So all of us have got family at home, and our families will be our priority. But I think if somebody
was desperate,
really needed us on that day, one of us would find time.
We were trying, and unfortunately, we failed. Through no fault of our own. We've been trying to get hold of a venue space where we wanted to do a Christmas Day spread with full Christmas dinner for anyone that is lonely, that wants to come, socially distanced of course, but to come through and just sit down and have Christmas Day with people. Unfortunately, we don't have a premises, so we can't do that.
Right.
That is something that we've been trying to do, but we've just been unable to secure a place for us to actually host. And with the current climate, that
it's tough at the moment as well.
Gatherings and stuff like that. It's very difficult, but it's even harder for people's mental health because they're not socialising. They are isolating.
That interaction with another human being.
And that's it. And I mean, even the food banks. Some people you've got to go and queue, and people don't want to be out. They don't want to queue. They don't want to be out in this scary place at the moment. And that's where we're a bit different, is that we take things to the doorstep.
To the people,
you know, and literally it's minimum contact. The guys wear face masks, a lot of them, so that they don't scare people. And then basically we put the food crate down, and that's yours, and Merry Christmas, off we go.
Yeah.
So there's a lot that's coming up. We've got so much planned for next year.
Oh.
Next year is going to be even bigger. I'll let you talk about that.
No.
You have to do your biggest loud voice to get
Haven't got time. Haven't got time. So,
go.
one of the things that's happening next year is I'm going to trade my motorcycle for my boots. And
he's not getting rid of it.
I'm not getting rid of him. I'm trading my motorcycle for my boots for 1 month.
Right.
All right.
And I'm going to walk from Land's End to John O'Groats, which is 1,111 miles in the route that I'm taking. And I'm going to be doing that all for to sort of raise awareness for homeless veterans and PTSD.
Are you, when you do
brilliant.
this, are you going to go through Stevenage?
Could do.
Slight diversion to the
I
right.
was just thinking that the guys would give you an escort through Stevenage.
Oh, mate, do you know what?
We'll be there at some point.
It's still in plan. You know, plans are in motion at the moment.
I think should happen.
I'm mapping out a route, but it's not about raising the money for that.
No.
It's all about raising awareness.
Yeah, that's
You
cool.
know, and if we can reach even just a few thousand people with that awareness, and they can spread that love throughout their socials as well, and to the people that they know.
Yeah.
You know, it's not just homeless veterans either; it's just homeless people in general.
That's right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's all about that.
But are you going to have a sponsorship as well? Because you said it's about awareness.
We are very open to sponsorship. We have not approached anyone for sponsorship.
Not one.
It's a wonderful cause. He came up with it. He said it's something I want to do, and I went, I'll ride next to you, but I'm not walking.
But can you walk at more than 3 miles an hour?
You're going to stay with a tent. You're going to sleep in. Yeah.
My military time is well and truly over, but if he still wants one last hurrah, we'll give it to him.
No,
we're looking at he's gonna go on Facebook Live. He's gonna document what he's feeling, and it's a momentous task. It really is. I mean,
what sort of time of year are you thinking of doing this?
So I don't really want to do it in midsummer because I'm gonna pass out probably.
Yeah, you'll fade away.
It's been a long time since I've been on a long tab, but it's maybe there's a few things next year that are happening, so I can't do it in those months. But it's probably going to be around about July, August time.
I'm just thinking, because we always go to Scotland in August.
Give me a lift.
you can start. You bring it back.
If it does tie up, we'll support you as we're going through Scotland.
Yeah, no, that'd be amazing.
Well, we're going to reach out to other LEMCs located throughout the nation, and we're going to reach out to them and see if they can meet up with him, have a campsite meal with him, take him some water.
That's what it's about.
Just check on him, and it's just checking on a brother to raise awareness for this great cause. We are. I mean, that's next year. We're also in the process of working through Walk the Bridge, which is bridging the gap to mental health.
Yeah.
We've linked up with the 99% Radio Network over in Texas. They do Walk the Bridge over there. I've done Walk the Bridge over in Hungary when I've been on holiday. And the thing is we want to bring it here, and we want to link in with mental health charities, mental health associations, veterans associations, the police, the fire brigade, all first responders, and we want to get and locate a bridge, significant bridge. We're thinking Westminster Bridge, where we can all gather and walk across the bridge just to raise awareness for mental health. And we'll start it with doing it once, and if it picks up, we can do it twice a year. Be an annual event that we can do. I know in America they do it monthly.
Oh, do they? Right.
They do it monthly. However, they've got a lot of space, and I don't think a lot of people get upset when a load of them walk on a really, really huge bridge. Whereas us trying to get a mass amount of people walking across a London bridge, mate, we don't want to annoy the locals. So maybe once, twice a year at the most, we're looking at doing. But it's all to raise awareness for that. We are going to America next year. That's going to be fun. And talking about America, Kentucky was ploughed with a tornado. And just to mention, our mother chapter and our nomads over in Texas, they made a huge donation to the VROC, which is the Veterans Resource and Outreach Center, that are doing a huge campaign over there to get resources. The Kentucky sort of town center, there's nothing.
It's obliterated.
And the houses over there, for a country that's in the centre of so many natural disasters, they're all sort of made of wood. So when anything tears through, it's just decimated. So they're trying to get fresh water, clothing, baby milk, diapers, anything people actually need. And they're doing a campaign where they're sending lorry after lorry out there to try and help and support them. And our guys very, very kindly stepped up over there and helped them out as well. So
cool.
It knows no borders. It's great to be part of something that we can do all over the world.
So what can our listeners do to help you?
See, this is where we're really bad. I'll be totally honest, because everything we've done, we've sort of done with a very, very small network. We've never openly reached out or asked anyone for a donation. We've never asked anyone for, and the people like Janet Newton, the Food Rescue Hub guys, they give willingly. We've never asked, because we've kind of looked at it and gone, this is our mission, we're going to do it. And I think it's getting to the point where it's that big that we do need some help. We do need some help.
Like I said, we've got the toy run Saturday. If anyone has a spare toy, it has to be new. Unfortunately, it's not us asking for new toys due to the COVID regulations.
You just want a new toy.
You probably have a train set, and if you've got any toys or anything like that, you'd be happy to donate. It doesn't have to be anything big. We'd be
a little goes
very
a long
grateful.
way.
Anything like that would be much appreciated.
And people like to donate. I mean, people
it's
like.
It's amazing. I went up to a little village in Peterborough the other day because someone just put on social media saying I've got these 3 gifts that I bought for my kids. They're extras. So one of my mutual friends got in touch with me and said, look, just mention my name. Got in touch with them, picked them up, and they're sitting in my house. They're going to go to a family of domestic abuse, which is it's a simple thing of people just giving because they can and because they want to, and that's why we feel like we don't want to ask.
No,
you know what I mean? A simple act of kindness goes so far. It really does.
We know times are hard, and we know it's hard because we out there.
We see it
every single
You're looking
day.
at it every day.
I mean, when we started this, we were we'll do something here and there as and when we're available. It's now at the point of 7 days a week. We got people out on the roads doing things in the community. I mean, a lovely training establishment that's local here, Hearn Training Establishment, they donated us 6 bags of new toys. And I mean,
Wow.
it's just amazing
Yeah.
to get that. It's something that we can give to them and give to children in hospice that
Yeah.
are terminally ill. They don't have very many Christmases, so every Christmas is special.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's our way of trying to help and raise awareness and just that act of kindness. But I mean, if we could, we don't have a lot of sort of drop-in centres where people can pick things up, but anyone can get a hold of us through the page. We will go out and collect things so that people aren't inconvenienced. Bear with us. We are very, very busy at this current
very
time.
busy at the moment.
And logistically, from the road captain's perspective, I call him up and I go, "Who's available?" And he goes,
You've
"Well,
seen it's receding.
he's over there, he's over there, he's over there, he's over there."
But how do you keep track of everything? I mean,
What's that?
That's up to major
120 messages, yeah.
social media. What's that?
It's basic. To be fair, I mean, we run like any other organisation, and in the eyes of the law, we are, in the eyes of the old law, we are a constituted charity. We have a constitution. We are currently in the process of registering for full charity status. And
are you?
We are.
Well, that brings with it a whole
Trying.
load of other challenges, though, doesn't it?
That does bring a load of other challenges. It is something that we are trying to do, and it's a political minefield, to be perfectly honest, because they have their own criteria of what charity is. And
How we don't
sometimes
quite meet
sometimes
beyond us.
their vision of what charity is and our vision of what we're doing doesn't really mix, because alleviating homelessness is not a charitable purpose.
Right. Yeah. Yes, you have to have a purpose.
According
Yeah.
to documentation. But we're working on that. We're going to progress that, and then we'll get charity status, and then we'll be calling on our lovely big local companies to support us and get a tax rebate, and that way they don't lose anything, and you're more willing to give. And none of us get paid. None of us are in it for money. The gratitude, and these lads will tell you, the addiction of seeing someone's face when you just help them out randomly. You don't know them, and you knock on the door and they lighten up, and it's a lease of someone actually cares.
So,
And I-
when you think, because it actually, because it's a club, we actually pay to belong to the club.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
So it actually costs us money to do the charity work,
We're
but
all
we
out
do
of
it.
pocket.
But we,
We're all out of
we do
pocket,
it
so-
willingly, and that's the thing.
Yeah.
And-
I'll say, I mean, it's a real pleasure and an honour to be a part of this brotherhood.
I was at a place in my life where I was feeling particularly low, and I did a happiness course to try and help myself. And one of the things it was very scientifically based, which worked for me. And one of the things they said in there is one of the things that make people happy is doing things for other people. And it's obvious from the group that you guys are that that's
It's
true.
not even,
It's
it doesn't
true.
even have to be one of the projects that we're doing. Like
Yeah.
when we done Remembrance Day, at the end, people come up with their kids and sat on our bikes.
Oh,
Yeah.
They absolutely loved it. And
I was
I'll tell
gonna
you
say,
what,
Fran,
that has been my favourite part.
Has your bike recovered yet?
Yeah, I didn't need those bits that flew out the back. It'll be fine.
But it's-
Loved it.
That was literally my favourite part of the year so far. Just the smile on the
Seeing
kids. And
Yeah.
faces,
they
sitting
loved
on
it.
the bikes,
Yeah.
having pictures taken.
But that's the thing, is that stigma and that stereotype of, people see bikers and they grab their kids and they sort of
Yeah.
stay away from them. Once we did the parade in Stevenage, and the end, we were all parked up, people were coming over and they said, I think you said you want to sit on the bikes,
Just take two, yeah.
and they were sort of like,
Started them up.
can he? And then they started and
Rev-
revved it and everything, but they loved it. And,
Yeah.
and that's what it's all about, is those
And they'll
personal connections.
They'll remember it as well, and
Yeah.
they will probably in the future be. I mean, it affects you, as you grow up. Your psychology, if someone's kind to you, you reciprocate,
Yeah,
don't you?
but
So,
when we
everything
were
we've done.
out, do you remember when we went out? We did that delivery. We did the filming before the ITV Awards, and we were around. And we were going along. There was a group of little kids with a family, and they waved, and we all waved back.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that felt so good.
It can put a smile on you.
Yeah, it does.
Although you're riding along, you see us with the helmets on or with a face mask on, and flying out and right along. But really, we're all grinning at them. We're all smiling our heads off.
We're
It's
all
amazing.
smiling, we are quite friendly, and
Yeah.
I mean, forgive Fang, he may not take his hand off the handlebars to wave because he won't be able to control his bike, but no.
Something you want to tell us?
But yeah, I mean, if people see us out on the road, give us a beep,
Right.
give us a wave,
Yeah.
say hi.
Yeah, come speak.
We are doing something good.
Yeah.
Well, that's brilliant. Thank you, all three of you, for coming in today. That's amazing. I'm going to play your song choice, Spectre, I think it was yours, by Chase Rice, called Lions, and we played this before. Do you want to just remind us why this one?
It's just a very passionate song. Lions is a British symbol that I've always thought of, and about being lions, it's not being aggressive. It's about taking care of your pride and your community, and that's what it means to me.
I actually did look up a little bit about him and writing the song, and he wrote it about his football team. He's in America, but it was about being a team.
Yeah.
And I think that's also, you are a team.
Yeah.
You are a great team working together, and that was his purpose when he wrote that song. So I can absolutely see that.
Yeah, he changed the introduction. Initially, it wasn't the Lord's Prayer. It was some other music, but some soldiers got in contact with him and said it reminded them of operational theatre.
Right.
And he said he didn't want that, so he changed it to incorporate the Lord's Prayer.
Right. Cool. So you've done a bit of research as well.
Can I just do one quick shout out?
Absolutely,
Because
yes,
there's someone that I collected a lot of food from today, and I believe she needs to mention because she's helped us all the way from the beginning, and her name's Rachel. She lives with a family in Luton, and she's donated some amazing foods today that I've collected, and that's all going to go to families of domestic abuse and all the vulnerable people that we have. So
Fantastic.
just want to say thank you to Rachel for that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rachel.
Thank you,
And,
Rachel.
if you want to get in touch and give us a song choice, we'll very happily play a song for you
Absolutely.
to say thank you as well. So, thanks again, guys.
Thanks,
And
guys.
we're going to play Chase Rice and Lions now. And I hope it all goes well for you. All these things you're trying to fit in now between now and Christmas.
We'll manage.
And we're really, really looking forward to hearing what else you've got planned next year
Watch
once
this
you've got that.
space.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
yes.
Watch this
Sounds
space.
really cool.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Pleasure.